15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
That's not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. At the end of the day, you gotta know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times.
Today, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
Katt Williams didn't just throw shade. He blew the roof off the entire conversation. In a marathon interview lasting almost 3 hours, he exposed things that most people in Hollywood are too scared to even hint at. And he didn't hold back on names either. His biggest target was Kevin Hart. Katt accused Kevin of being fake, driven only by the hunger for influence, and even implied that the comedy superstar gave up his morals just to reach the top. Insane, right? What started as a casual and funny discussion quickly spiraled into a full-on reveal of Hollywood's hidden games, ego clashes, long-buried secrets, and personal payback. So the real question is, how did these two legendary black comedians go from publicly hyping each other up to turning into fierce rivals who won't let anything slide?
Big Dick Deviance is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
So what is it that makes Katt Williams completely reject the superstar image everyone associates with Kevin Hart? To really get it, we had to take a step back, because this feud didn't start overnight. For a long time, Kevin and Katt were viewed as two totally different forces in comedy. Kevin was the polished, Hollywood-approved favorite, clean, marketable, and loved by major brands. Katt, on the other hand, was the raw, fearless comedian who said whatever he wanted, no filter. They both dominated in their own styles, but only one of them skyrocketed to insane wealth and mainstream power. And if you listen to Katt Williams, he believes Kevin's rise wasn't purely talent and luck. There's something much bigger going on behind the curtain.
The reason I don't do Big Tigger is because I had a tumor in my upper jaw and they had to take it out and they had to block the whole right of my sinus with a piece of metal. So ever since I got out the Marine Corps, I can only breathe out of one nostril, boy. I get my blood tested every 3 months for the last 15 years. All narcotic tests have come up 0.00%. I'm 44 years old, little Tigger. You look up my rap sheet. I have never had a DUI or a possession of anything, not even the I do every day. See, when you real, you can tell the truth about anything or anything.
When 2024 kicked off, Katt Williams sat down with Shannon Sharpe for an interview that no one saw coming. Viewers expected comedy, laughs, and fun stories, but Katt showed up with a completely different agenda. He came prepared to expose people, not entertain them. He unleashed one shocking claim after another, speaking boldly without holding anything back. And the person he went after the most? Kevin Hart. In Katt's eyes, Kevin didn't just play by Hollywood's system. He became the perfect example of what the industry wants, even if it meant sacrificing everything else.
He said that, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is there something that, you wouldn't do, for...
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on a talk show this morning.
You look good.
Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. At the end of the day, you gotta know that you're a brand. Yeah. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
Katt argued that Kevin was willing to cross any line just to stay successful, even if it meant abandoning his principles. He brought up humiliating moments, hidden deals, quiet exchanges of power, and the shadowy part of show business where following orders matters more than real talent. According to Katt, the masks were slipping in Hollywood, and he wanted the world to understand that Kevin Hart was part of that hidden reality.
Today, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we have Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Medea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
This wasn't some small insult. It was a bold attack that shook the entire entertainment world. And the beef between them didn't suddenly appear out of nowhere. It's been brewing for a long time. You can actually trace it all the way back to 2018, when Katt first began calling out Hollywood for handpicking celebrities and manufacturing fame instead of allowing true talent to rise on its own. Naturally.
A conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, you got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on and, what? The prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. And then it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. That comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast?
When Katt labeled Tiffany Haddish as an industry-made star, Kevin Hart struck back hard during his appearance on The Breakfast Club. He called Katt a hypocrite, claiming that Katt sabotaged his own career by skipping shows, stirring up trouble, and blaming everyone but himself. Essentially, Kevin said, "It's not Hollywood's fault, it's yours." He publicly roasted Katt live on air, and the internet quickly jumped on board, painting Katt as the resentful, bitter comedian.
Male black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headline 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why they like her.
Is that what they like?
They love real.
Because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No.
Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give...
That moment made Katt look like the bitter, washed-up comedian, while Kevin appeared as the hard-working, humble success story. But Katt didn't let that humiliation go unanswered. He disappeared from the spotlight for a while, only to return with a mission. Fast forward to 2024, Katt walks onto Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay set with a completely different vibe. No loud antics. No jokes flying around. He speaks quietly, almost too calm, and you can feel the tension in the room. This isn't comedy anymore, it's a statement. Katt claimed that Kevin Hart's climb to superstardom wasn't natural at all. It was meticulously orchestrated behind the scenes.
And off making 85 milli. I was over here not making 85 million. But it's all good. I don't mind $1 million a month and keeping my soul. And as long as Richard Pryor was able to be the king of comedy and a crackhead, they gonna continue to say maybe I am. But again, I urge you, and there's a you can do that'll get you Katt Williams level. You should OD on it tonight.
Katt Williams set the internet on fire when he claimed Hollywood doesn't reward real talent. It rewards those who follow the rules. In his view, Kevin Hart didn't rise to fame because he's the best comedian, but because he plays exactly by the industry's playbook. One example Katt keeps pointing to. Kevin once said he would never wear a dress for a joke, insisting he had a brand to maintain. Yet, fast forward to his SNL appearance, there he was in full drag, heels, wig, the whole ensemble. Kevin laughed it off as comedy, but Katt, along with many fans, didn't see it that way. They saw it as proof of Hollywood's obedience test, similar to what Dave Chappelle experienced years ago when he was pressured to wear a dress for a sketch. Dave refused, proving he couldn't be controlled. Kevin, however, passed the test. Katt labeled him Hollywood's puppet because of that moment. It got even more intense when Katt claimed Kevin was chosen to replace him. In the mid-2000s, Katt was at the top, packed shows, lead film roles, iconic specials. Then controversies, arrests, and rumors derailed his momentum, and suddenly Kevin Hart stepped into the spotlight. Same directors, same opportunities, same attention that once belonged to Katt. Katt believes Hollywood wanted someone more compliant, and Kevin fit the mold perfectly. Fans quickly connected the dots online, turning the theory into a trending debate that dominated social media. Kevin usually stays calm and low-key whenever drama surfaces. But this time, insiders say he seriously considered filing a defamation lawsuit to protect his empire. At the same time, he dropped sharp, witty remarks in interviews and on social media, poking fun at jealous comedians who blame everyone but themselves. One thing was clear: Kevin wasn't intimidated. He's rich, influential, and untouchable. The internet reacted immediately. Some praised Katt as a rare truth-teller, someone bold enough to reveal what others keep hidden. Others defended Kevin as a hard-working artist who earned his success. Fans dug up old clips of Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, and Martin Lawrence, all discussing how Hollywood crushes outspoken black performers. And people began asking the uncomfortable question: why do the outspoken fall while the cautious rise? Katt didn't just call Kevin out for selling out, he accused him of sacrificing his soul. He portrayed Kevin as a carefully manufactured product designed to serve Hollywood's interests. Kevin, on the other hand, sees himself as a visionary, turning comedy into global tours, movies, and business ventures. For him, discipline is survival, not betrayal. This feud grew far beyond simple jokes. It highlighted the harsh reality of fame. Either you play the system, or the system replaces you. Kevin stayed quiet publicly, keeping his image intact. Katt kept speaking out, believing that silence equals defeat. And somewhere in the chaos lies the truth Hollywood would rather keep hidden. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this saga is far from over.